Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 8 of the Hybridicious adventure. So I hope everyone is having themselves a wonderful day, and basically, guys, I will dedicate the first half of this video to explain to you my absence and the reason why I have not uploaded in the last 2 weeks. So it's pretty simple. I was due a commentary as usual, trying to get out that daily upload when my microphone just abruptly stopped working. I have no idea as to what happened with the microphone itself, but I believe there is some sort of internal issue, and considering I know nothing about microphones, there is no way of me actually fixing it myself. So I decided to buy myself a new microphone, and obviously before buying something, especially like a microphone, I like to do a little bit of research. So I asked you guys on Twitter for some opinions. I asked a few other YouTubers, and it seemed that the majority of people recommended, over 1 or 2 mics, but everyone recommended the Blue Snowball by Blue, and I did some research. It seems like a great microphone, great quality. It's not really like your conventional headset, which I'm accustomed to. It's more of a podcast type microphone, but I actually ended up getting it. It seemed like a good deal, and of course the reviews were awesome, and the thing I was really looking for was a durable mic, as my last 2 microphones had a span of 4 months before they broke in some way. So hopefully this microphone does hold up, as the quality does sound terrific, so I would like to keep it. And basically that's the reason why I have not uploaded in the last few days. And of course, if you guys want to see the microphone itself and maybe get a visual, or if you're interested in buying it, I will leave a link in the description for that. So guys, I will continue with my daily uploads as promised. As long as you guys do reach the 150 like mark, I will of course upload the next day. So that is still going on for the next few weeks, as school does start at the end of August for me. I actually have to move in August 28th, so I do not have too much time left in my summer. And of course, once school does start, guys, I will not be able to upload as frequently, as I am in first year university. And of course, there are lots of, different responsibilities and such. So basically skip the first half of this video, so I will try to keep you guys up to date quickly. Basically what happened was, my first game I ended up losing by a single goal, and the guy actually only had 1 shot the entire game. I believe it was from like 25 yards out with a Bongler's weaker foot. And I remember at that time, remember this was like 2 weeks ago, I was extremely pissed off at that time. And after that game, I was actually supposed to do some trading, as you guys want to see some more trading methods and some more tactics, which you guys can apply on the market and hopefully make yourself some money. So you guys have been asking for that, as the first episode, which was the only episode which featured some trading, seemed to get a great response, and you guys want to know more ways of making money. And of course, I know those methods, and I will show you after this game. But basically, I went into this game because I like to end off on a good note. And of course, I don't want to end off on a game where I lose to a person who only got 1 shot on target. And of course, that shot with a Bongler from his weaker foot from 25 yards out, that's ridiculous. But the guy does end up winning the game. And we come back right here. We get a nice 2-0 lead, but this guy does make a little bit of a comeback with Balotelli. Once again, my treacherous defense on corners does continue, and that leads to another goal. And then some really sloppy defending from my part, being overly aggressive with my center back. I have no idea what he was doing right there, or what I was doing. But he does score there, pulling it back to 2-2. But Vorsa, the man, the legend on the team, ends up scoring a nice goal off a corner. And guys, I will keep saying it, Vorsa is definitely one of my favorite center backs on Ultimate Team. If you haven't tried Vorsa and you have yourself a Bundesliga team, maybe you want to make yourself an African hybrid, maybe a Ghana squad. They have some great players. And of course, Vorsa is, like I said, one of the most consistent, one of the most reliable defenders, and of course, very good on corners and scoring goals off those heading situations. The only player I've actually used who's better is Vidic. If you guys haven't used Vidic, his ability to score off corners is just ridiculous. Like, he scores every single time. So basically, yeah, this team is actually very fun to use. I might change it soon though, basically because I want to build myself like a kind of a project. Basically what it is building myself a hybrid, and then I want to upgrade that hybrid to basically get all the informs on that team. And this team unfortunately does not have too many informs and too many upgrades. I believe the only players are De Rossi, and I probably could get some Dutch striker, but I don't want to waste my money on 2 players. I want to have a team where every single player has an inform, and of course I have a chance to upgrade those players. So let me know what you guys think about that. And of course, we do win that game 6-2. So now it is time for some trading. And basically, the first method is very simple. What I like to do is specify on a league. So this time I'm picking the Premier League, as it is one of the most popular leagues for silver players. And of course, you search silver and the max price of 150. And what this does is it filters out all the players who have been put up for 150. And this is because someone is looking to get maybe a bidding war. Maybe they're tired of selling that player, or they just don't know what the player is selling for, so they put him up for a really low price. And right here, I pick up a David and Go for 800 coins, and he sells for around 3,000. And basically what else I'm doing is not only buying players buy now for cheap, like that and Go, like this guy right here, he could probably sell for 1,000. And right here, another striker shiny for 200 coins, he probably discards for 250, and I could sell him for 1,000. But the other thing you're trying to do is put bids on good players, as you guys saw a Delph and a Drenthe, and basically add those to your watch list and wait till they come back. So what I like to do is I like to do silvers and golds. Now when I do golds, I do not specify a league, as there seems to be so many good gold players. And basically what I'll do is I'll add 30 players to my watch list, or put a bid on 30 players. Wait that 59 minutes, come back, and then start doing my trading. So I'm not really wasting any time, just sitting around waiting for players to buy. I'm always trading, always doing something. So that seems to be a very great method for me, and this works all the time. Right here, I actually pick up a Jovinko, and remember, this was 2 weeks ago. So at the time, Jovinko was newly transferred, and he was going for quite a bit. And here we actually buy ourselves our first inform of the series. We get an inform more, and of course more, not the highest of commodities on the market, but he is very rare. And prior to this video, once again guys, this was before the MLS All-Stars, so he was still one of the best inform center backs from the MLS in terms of silvers. And right here guys, I'm showing you guys how I bid and how aggressive I am when I bid, and how rewarding this can be at times. Basically my strategy when bidding is to scare off my opponent. I want to intimidate him and get him to leave. And right here I pick up a Sergio Ramos for 3,000 coins, and that's easily a 9, 10, 12k profit right there, depending on how much I can sell him off for. And we get ourselves another inform with D'Alessandro, a very fun player to play with, but of course I have nowhere of putting him on the squad, so I will end up selling him. And a Colden is another great player, and of course I pick him up in a very good formation, which does increase his price by quite a bit. So another tip I guess would be to buy players in good formation, guys. It can make all the difference. For example, a player in a 4-1-2-2 can sometimes cost double when compared to a regular counterpart in a, guess, like a 3-back formation. So you're looking to make lots of profit off the popular 4-back formations, like the 4-1-2, like the 4-3-3, and like the 4-4-2. So once again guys, formation and basically just the popularity of that player. If you know a player is popular, definitely try to put a bet on him. But once again, one of the most important things, and I've stressed this every time I've done a trading episode, is make sure you know your limits, guys. Do not spend too much on a player, and basically pay to the point where you can't make a profit off that player and you have to sell him for a no gain or maybe even a loss. So know how much you could buy a player or sell a player for, and how much you can buy him for, and how much profit you can actually make before you do make that bid. So once again guys, I hope you guys did learn a little bit about trading. This method is still very, very useful. And if you're asking yourself, what's the point? Ultimate Team is basically over. This trading method will translate into FIFA 13, of course, unless there are some sort of drastic changes to the trading, but I really can't see any changes that would really affect the way that this method works. So if you guys aren't interested in doing any trading now, FIFA 13 will roll around quite quickly, and this method is still very effective. So once again, 150 starter price. Look for popular players in popular leagues. Add them to your watch list. Wait that 59 minutes. Come back and start doing some bidding. So guys, that was the end of the episode. Once again, if you guys are looking for that daily upload, I will need the 150 likes. But as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed and have yourselves a wonderful day.